Hello, I'm back with a real knife review this time. What I have for us today is the SOG Trident Monogram. This is number 473, so this is a limited edition. So this is an empty box, so let's go ahead and get this out of the way. And here's the knife itself. I have with me here the certificate of authenticity, and you see at the corner here, signed by Spencer Fraser. This is number 473 of 1,000. So let's go and get into it. So right now what we have here is a closed length of 4 3/4. Whoops, I locked it again. Alright, so the blade is 3 3/4, and overall you have a 8.5 inch long knife. It weighs in at 3.6 ounces, and it's made of AUS-8 steel. The handles are Zytel, and it features a dual colored tie-dye coating with the acid etched logo on the blade. Okay, so let's go and begin here. So let's start with size. In the middle of my hand, you can see it's a rather big knife, you know, larger than average in my opinion, so you can see how much of it sticks out. The ergonomics are great, actually. I think this is one of the best feeling knives in my collection. The only drawback is the fact that this is Zytel, and it provides kind of like a harsh, you know, hard feeling. You know what I mean? But other than that, see these dual cutouts and the jimping on here. This is sort of useless right here, but this is actually really functional jimping right here. It feels really nice. And look how much handle I have left over. So you know, you get plenty of space to hold this knife. And when it's closed, because of the length of it, you can easily use this as a pommel if you need to. So, alright, so let's go ahead and zoom in, and I can show you a little bit more about it. Okay, so let's start with the handle here. You can tell this is a very nicely textured Zytel handles. Here's the arc actuator lock, which makes me a little nervous because look, it just kind of swings freely here. I don't know. I asked a YouTube back when I opened this knife to ask whether or not this is actually normal, and apparently it is normal, so that's the way it is. So here's the lock. So basically, once you close the blade, you can set this, and see the blade won't open anymore. So it's very nice, especially if you're going to use this little cutout here as a seatbelt cutter or cutting paracord. You don't have any worries about the knife flipping out on you because it won't. It's now locked in. So a generously sized lanyard hole. Look how large that is, and you can tell this is the jimping I was talking about. This is actually pretty good, actually. You know, this up here is actually more useless for some reason, but this feels pretty good. So the jimping is kind of inconsistent throughout the entire knife. It's kind of weird, but this texture here provides a lot of grip, you know. And you got the bayonet style clip, which you can take the screw out and reverse it to left and right carry, tip up only. This is one of the nicest SOG clips I've seen. Got the laser cutout of the logo on there. Just beautiful. Nice and strong too. This is a very stiff pocket clip. So if you're going to slip this in your pocket or clip it to your pocket, beware. So at any rate, and here, look at this. When the knife is closed, watch. This thing just swings around, you know, I don't know. It's just really weird to me that this lock does that. So, but yep, this is the arc, patent pending arc actuator lock. So let's go and unlock the knife, swing it out, and let's go to the main feature of this blade, which is the dual colored tie-dye coated blade. I don't know how well the camera's gonna pick this up, but this is blue and gold basically, and it's got a nice kind of, I don't know what you call this, like a almost like a Bowie style kind of a blade shape. But this jimping up here is very good, actually, even with the coating on there. Reminiscent. Actually, this shape is reminiscent of the Tomcat 3.0. And the deep acid etch provides a feeling on these on this SOG logo here. I mean, everything is like raised up. You can just feel it. It's very awesome. But let me turn it over here to see if we can get the camera to focus in on the this serial number here. So it is number 473. See if I can. There it goes, number 473. So yeah, it's very nice feeling in hand and a very beautiful blade. Let me zoom back out and I'll show you how this thing opens here. So let's go and close it, and just, you know, no surprise there. With the SAT SOG's assisted technology, this blade just swings open. On a side note here, I just want to let everybody know that the spring doesn't actually take over. The spring takes over early, like right here. Then it flips the knife out. Okay, see right here, there's like no spring action whatsoever. Now, just as an example, I want to show you something. This is a Benchmade Mini Barrage. Now, the difference between this is that the spring is in pretty much every part of the blade. Watch, even at this angle, see, the spring takes over. I'm not doing anything. I'm just lifting off. See, the spring takes over. You know, down here, forget it. The spring takes over. So it's a lot different from the SOG assisted technology, where the spring takes over really early. So if you leave it here, see the spring, there's no spring action at all. So I thought that was really you know, weird and different, I guess. I don't know, but worth mentioning. So. So the spring isn't as harsh and as quick as that Benchmade Mini Barrage, but you know, as long as you give it a good little, you know, push. Whoops, that wasn't a good push. See, it comes right out. So I'm just going to put it down here, show you a little bit of comparison for size here. So here's the full-size Benchmade Griptilian. We'll put it right here, and of course the mini grip here. Well, no surprise there. The this thing has it by about half an inch longer. The SOG does. So the Trident is definitely a very long knife, you know. But in terms of shape, I actually love the shape of the Trident. I mean, at least in comparison to the Griptilian. Although I think the Griptilian has a better ergonomics for handle. This is the Trident is very, very phenomenal feeling in the hand, you know, despite its shape and its actual handle materials. So. And I don't know, I've never cut anything with it. Let me, here's the same piece of paper I was cutting on the last video. Let's see if this thing cuts. Oh yeah, look at that. Whoops, that wasn't a good cut. Try this one. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, it's actually really sharp, you know. So, yeah. So in conclusion, I think this is a very great knife, and I didn't want the normal version of it. I actually I think there's like a camo version, a black blade version, and a satin finish version. But I want something special, and that's about my main focus these days, to get like knives that are, you know, that stand out a little bit more, and limited collections and stuff like that. So, and this is, the blade alone is worth my money to buy. I mean, this is just a beautiful, beautiful blade. I can't stop staring at it, you know. But so very, very nice, you know. The only small letdown to me is the Zytel handles. I wish it was a better material that they use. But anyway, that's just my opinion. So thank you for watching, everybody. And this has been my review of the SOG Trident Monogram version. And I will catch everybody on the next review or unboxing, whatever comes first. All right, take care.